like a boss.
All right, ladies, this is a very important video for some of you guys. Shit. Let's talk about what to do if you're a masculine woman, how to date as a masculine woman, and why you keep attracting feminine as men. All right. I just talked to a client, and it was a very good conversation. It was like a 1 hour session, and we went in. We talked about why she kept attracting bitch ass men. All right. And it's sad because a lot of you women are with bitch ass men. All right. And you find yourself in a position where you got to do everything, right? And I can tell you this, man, dating guys like this will ruin a lot of your natural instincts that makes you attractive to most normal men, all right? Okay, so let's talk about this, man. So the reason why you keep attracting feminine men for most women is because maybe you didn't get the nurturing that you needed from your mother, right? You didn't get that nurturing from your mom. Or maybe you dated a super domineering dude before that, right? The point is that you're dating a guy who's feminine because you want to dominate. You might say that you want a relationship, but in reality, your dark side wants to dominate. How do I know that? It's because feminine guys have a certain similar quality, which is this lack of assertiveness, right? They lack the assertion, right? They keep saying yes to you, or they succumb to your demands, right? And as a result, because of their lack of assertiveness, you get frustrated, right? You get angry, right? And as a result, you have to take control. But if you notice, when you take control in almost a resentful way, or you have this cynical pleasure in dominating somebody. That's your dark side. That's your dark side coming through, right? Because maybe you didn't have any control in your life. Maybe you didn't have the stability that you needed from your parents. And so you're trying to find that stability through force, which is a very masculine trait, right? So one is maybe you didn't get the nurturing you needed from your mother, and his lack of assertiveness brings out your dark side and your desire to control him, right? He doesn't want to have sex with me, so you start doing things. You start sort of like taking control of the situation, right? When he doesn't chase you, right, you chase him, right? That's your desire to control, right? Your desire to dominate, right? So what you gotta do, and the reason why you're attracting those guys is because you're not addressing that issue. You're not aware of your shadow, right? You're trying to fulfill, you're trying to find that, you're trying to soothe your emotions through soothing somebody else because he's not dominant. He's not assertive. So what do you try to do? You try to make him feel good because he's shy. So because he's shy, you have to sort of like, cater him because he's scared, right? But deep down, his shyness helps you dominate him. Even though you want him to be more dominant, in reality, you enjoy nurturing him. You enjoy giving him like walking on eggshells. It's almost like taking care of a kid, right? So in reality, what you're doing is that you're projecting your fantasies onto this dude, this bitch ass guy, right? You're projecting your fantasies. You're not really seeing him for who he is, because if you saw him for who he is, your female instincts will be repulsed by the bitchiness of this guy. It will be repulsed. You just get turned off naturally. So what do you gotta do? That energy is there. And the reason why you're projecting your own desires onto him is because that energy is not being redirected the right way. As I stroke an imaginary ghost dick, right? So what you got to do is find a way to redirect that energy. So for example, with my client, when I talked to my client, we talked about how she said a few years ago she was into she met a dude who wanted to she met a woman who wanted her to dominate her, right? And what she did is that she dominated him. She did the whole, whipping her and stuff like that. It was in China. She's from China. You know how it is in China, right? So she started whipping the woman and stuff like that. And she said she loved it. She loved dominating the guy. And what happened is that she was surprised that she liked it. And I said to her, you shouldn't be surprised. It's because deep down, you suppressed that part of you to dominate. Maybe your parents told you to be more deferential, to be more of a woman, be more of a lady, right? And so she suppressed that. But what happened is that when she did that energy that was fueling her projections, that the fog of emotion that was fogging her perception, cleared out because you just, it's kind of like a guy. When a guy hasn't had sex, all of a sudden every woman's hot. As soon as he nuts, all of a sudden every woman looks normal. You see them for who they are, which means that you don't want to talk to them, right? So that's what's going on, is that you have so much pent up energy of your aggression that's inside of you. Maybe you didn't get the soothing as a child, it's distorting reality. And so you're being attracted to weak guys for the simple fact that it allows that energy to go through that, right? It allows you to redirect it. So what I said to her is that you got to embrace that shadow, right? And redirect it. How do you redirect it? I told her, hey man, go do something more, go find yourself a BDSM group and say that you're looking for a submissive guy. You don't have to bang him. You don't have to date him, but find a guy who wants to be dominated and make it a simple a play relationship where you dominate him and that's that, no sex, right? What that would do is that it will allow her to tamp down that aggression and be able to date dudes without that hidden desire to dominate, right? That's how it's kind of like giving pedophiles baby dolls that look like babies, right? So that they can let go of some of that aggression. It's kind of like having guys who watch porn so that they can focus more on work, right? So that rather than thinking of porn, they think of work because they found a way to redirect that aggression. Right? So that's the same thing. So you got to find what's a way that you dominate. For me, I learned to dominate through dominating my own life, dominating the results that I get in art, dominating playing basketball and trying to be good and control the game rather than me trying to control a woman, right? I learned to dominate and control my emotions, to finding happiness for myself, right? So that aggressive energy that we used to go towards women, it's going towards me soothing my own self. And now I'm so relaxed that when I see a woman, I don't see my fantasies. I don't get too attached. I don't have this fantasy that needs to be fulfilled. So when I see her for her. And you know what ends up happening? They end up giving me what I essentially wanted, right? So that's the same with you guys. Some of you terminating as women, right? Dominant and masculine and shit, right? What you got to do is find out what's your shadow. Why do you want to dominate so much? And find a way to redirect that. You know, redirect it in a healthy way. Find something that you could control. Right? We controlling certain results, finding a way to be more competitive. Like maybe that aggressiveness could turn into competitiveness in your field. The point is that do not project it onto a relationship. That is how you become toxic to feminine ass, bitch ass men. And that's how you become masculine, right? And you ruin all of your relationships because as soon as you meet a guy who's dominant in a healthy way, you get turned off. Because you essentially rewired yourself to only be attracted to bitch ass men. Simple as that. I should get a shirt that says "Don't date bitch men," right? Because I promise you, I prefer you guys date a dusty dude than a bitch ass guy. I'm in all honesty, unbelievable, right? Because a bitch dude will make you masculine, and that's gonna completely take away your charm. Nothing wrong with a little masculinity. There's a lot of wrong with masculine being your upfront trait. All right, yo, be safe and have a good day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces. One is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.